Today's topic is euthanasia by Mohit Joshi. So, talking about the introduction, euthanasia comes from Greek word eu means good and thanatosis means death. It also means good death, gentle and easy death. So, the word euthanasia was first used in a medical context by Francis Bacon in 17th century to refer easy, painless and happy death, so, during which it was a physician's responsibility to alleviate the physical suffering of the body. Talking about the application of euthanasia. So, euthanasia of animals may be required for a number of reasons. First reason is when the cases of untreated disease where an animal is suffering, collection of voucher specimens, requirement of a research procedure, example when fresh tissues are required for analysis, and destruction of live captured declared waste animals where release is prohibited. Signs of pain and distress. To ensure euthanasia, that is a gentle death, it is important to recognize signs of pain, fear, and distress in relevant species. Depending on the species, these may include distress vocalization, struggling, attempt to escape, defense or redirected aggression, painting, salivation, urination, defecation and evacuation of anal sacs, and pupillary dilations. Recognition and confirmation of death. So it is essential that all personnel are trained to be able to recognize and confirm death in all species. So there are various signs to see if a animal is dead or not. First sign is if the cessation of heartbeat is there, respiration and absence of reflexes. In small laboratory animals, the lowering of body temperature to below 25 degrees Celsius. Health and safety consideration. So first is animal handling and restraint. So many animal species are capable of inflicting serious injury to personnel handling them. Appropriate handling and restraint technique should be used. Protective clothing, footwear and gloves may reduce the chance of injury when handling wild animals. When working in the field, personnel should work in terms of at least two, especially when involved in the physical or chemical restraint and handling of an animal. After stunning larger animals, always approach from the dorsal side to prevent injury from involuntary paddling of legs. Firearm safety. Firearms are potentially hazardous. All people should stand well behind the shooter. When an animal is being shot, the line of fire must be chosen to prevent accidents or injury from stray bullets or ricochets. When not in use, firearm must be securely stored in a compartment that meets state legal requirement. Ammunition must be stored in locked container separate from firearms. Adequate hearing protection should be worn by the shooter and others in the immediate vicinity of the shooter. Repeated exposure to firearm noise can cause irreversible hearing damage. Safety glasses are recommended to protect the eyes from gases, metal fragments, and other particles. Zoonotic hazards. Care must be taken while handling live animals and carcasses, as they may carry diseases that can affect humans and other animals. Example: leptospirosis, Q fever, brucellosis, tuberculosis, etc. Routinely wash hands after handling all animals and carcasses. Operators should always seek medical advice regarding post-exposure treatment whenever a bite, scratch, or mucous membrane exposure to saliva from any bat has occurred. So, types of euthanasia. There are 5 types of euthanasia: passive, active, voluntary, involuntary, and indirect. So, talking about active euthanasia, it is when death is brought by an act, for example, taking a high dose of drug, to end a person's life by the use of drug either by oneself or by the aid of a physician. Second is passive euthanasia, when death is brought by an omission. Example: when someone lets the person die, this can be done by withdrawing or withholding treatment. Voluntary euthanasia. It is committed with the willing or autonomous cooperation of the subject. This means that the subject is free from direct or indirect pressure from the others. Non-voluntary euthanasia occurs when the patient is unconscious or unable to make a meaningful choice between living and dying, and an appropriate person takes the decision for him or her. Indirect euthanasia. This means providing treatment to reduce the pain that has a side effect of shortening patient's life. Since the primary intent wasn't to kill, it is morally accepted by some people. Assisted suicide. This usually refers to cases where the person who are going to die need help to kill themselves and ask for it. It may be something as simple as getting drugs for the person and putting those drugs within their reach. So, for euthanasia in animals, it is basically of two types: physical and chemical methods. So, first are the physical methods, in which first comes the shooting. So, shooting is a quick, effective means of humanly destroying animal, and most situation is the only practical method available for use in the field. Shot must be aimed so that the projectile enters the brain, causing instant loss of consciousness. This may take into account differences in brain position and skull conformation between species, as the energy requirement for the skull bone and the spinous penetration. Accurate targeting for a shot to the head in various species has been described below. In some situations, chest shots may be required where an accurate headshot cannot be achieved. Example: injured free-ranging animals or animals that cannot be restrained, or where a shot to the brain may prevent collection of a sample for research or diagnosis purposes. To maximize the impact of the shot and minimize the risk of misdirection, the range should be as short as possible. Example: 5 to 20 cm from the head if using a rifle, 1 to 2 meter if using a shotgun. The barrel should never be touching the animal's head. Second is the penetrative captive bolt pistols. A penetrating captive bolt pistol uses blank cartridge to fire a bolt into the brain of the animal. This causes concussion and trauma to the cerebral hemisphere and brainstem, which renders the animal instantaneously unconscious. A penetrative captive bolt can cause varying degree of brain injury depending on the placement and length of the bolt and the force with which it is projected into the brain. In some cases, the animal may not die quickly, therefore it is recommended that immediately after the procedure, death of the animal is ensured by a second procedure such as exsanguination or pithing. Stunning by a blow to the head. Stunning the animal by a blow to the head may be acceptable in small or young animals with soft fur, example pigs, which are less than 3 weeks old, rat, mice, etc. A single sharp blow should be delivered to the central skull bone. This can be achieved with a hard and heavy blunt instrument. Alternatively, small animals can be held by the hindquarters and swung in an arc so that the back of the head is struck on the edge of a hard object. Stunning usually only renders an animal unconscious, therefore it must be immediately followed by a second method that ensures death. Cervical dislocation, acceptable for small animals which are easily handled, examples small medium-sized birds, rodents and rabbits. This method involves separation of the skull and the brain from the spinal cord by pressure applied posterior to the base of the skull. The brainstem, which controls respiration and heart activity, is consequently damaged, stopping breathing and reducing blood flow to the brain, leading to death. Exsanguination or bleeding out of the carcass. It is achieved by cutting the major blood vessels in the neck, that is the carotid arteries and the jugular veins. Exsanguination must not be used as sole method of euthanasia, as extreme hypovolemia is associated with anxiety. Pain is also associated with cutting the deeper blood vessels. So, talking about the chemical method, first is euthanasia by use of carbon dioxide. So, carbon dioxide used in sealed environment is suitable for animals up to 3 kg and is mostly used for small birds and rodents. There is a less risk to the operator when using carbon dioxide to anesthetic gases or carbon monoxide.